Well, the RX-8 has always been a car that, I really wanted. It was one of those cars that slipped away. So I bought the RX-8 basically to fulfill a bucket list, if you call it, one of the cars that I had to have. My name is Donovan Naika and I'm driving a 2004 Mazda RX-8 that's had a Pandem Rocket Bunny kit fitted onto it, along with a custom paint job and obviously some custom rims.
Cars.co.za.
Keep your adventure alive, because when it comes to finding the right part at the right price, there's just no place like Midas for the love of cars.
The RX-8 is a very sentimental car to me, in the sense that at the time when I wanted the RX-8, because it was in my budget, it was 80,000 Rand. But unfortunately, I had to have a car that's for a family, light on fuel, and I could start my business with. And I never got the car. So it was always felt like something was missing. So years later, when business is doing well, I just happened to stumble across RX-8 for sale, and I decided, why not? Let's have a look at it. Maybe I like it. When I had a look at the car, drove a RX-8 for the first time in my life, and I liked it. And I said, no, I must get this car. So the RX-8 is obviously a car that's living in the shadow of the RX-7, which is an iconic vehicle. You could say it was the ugly duckling, and nobody really liked it because, if you admit it, a stock standard RX-8 is not the prettiest looking car. So by me choosing to build this car, I'm giving it a new life. I'm reimagining that ugly duckling. But I don't know how you dress up a duck, but I'm dressing up the car. I'm just reimagining the whole thing. So what you do is you take an old car, such as a 2004 model car, which is old, and it's not even a classic collector, and you give it a new lease on life, being a Rocket Bunny RX-8, which I can tell you now, if you look at the car, you'll never say it's a car that's almost 20 years old. So we got a set of work, 13.5 Js at the rears. The rims, the whole car, the exhaust is basically a tribute to our South African JDM culture. We've done a file. We've done the exhaust system on the car. We chose to keep it pretty straightforward because the power that we obviously got, just with the tune alone, was sufficient enough. Obviously it gave us enough power, especially on the high-end rev range. So we added on some air suspension because, as with any of my cars, I like to build an all-round car, that you can take to any type of car show, whether it be a sound comp, and whether it be a slammed comp, whether it be a dyno day, whether it be a show and shine. So yeah, so the air came in there because it was part of that whole vision to have an all-round car. So what happened on the interior, we decided to go full Napa leather, which was done by Vintage VCC, Vintage Classic Customs by Victor. And we went to the sound system with a full DD audio. So we've got 8 DD 6-inch mids. We've got 12 DD tweeters. And because it's an RX-8, we specifically chose to go with 8 18 subs, just to commemorate the whole RX-8 theme. So yeah, so we've got quite a pretty looking sound system here. We in South Africa, right, we got the RX-8, right, which is what we see here. The guys overseas in Japan, in the USA, they got a facelift version of this. So when Rocket Bunny made a kit, they made a kit for the facelift version. No kit was made for this car. So when I called the guys at Pandem USA and I told them, listen, I want to put a Rocket Bunny kit onto a RX-8, and then they told me that can't be done. And what do you mean it can't be done? They said, no, it can't be done because the bumpers are different, the front and rear bumpers are different, the wheel arches, everything is just different in the car. And I'm like, okay, no problem. Did some research. I found guys who did the kit. In this case, it was Farad from Audio Extreme, who's a master when it comes to fiberglass molding. Farad made the kit fit. He molded the bumper, he molded everything that fits into the kit, that fits onto the car perfectly. And in the end, I can proudly say, this is the only RX-8 Rocket Bunny this shape in the world with that kit. And I'll put my head on the block for that. It was actually quite an achievement, because that's what broke the internet in the sense that the JDM groups went mad around the world, the Japanese, the American, the guys in UK, because here's a car that's got a full kit, which everybody said you can't do. So, yeah. Initially, when we built this car, the idea was to build it, to unveil it on the main day of Gas Motor Show. But what actually happened was the car was ready about a month before. Because the first one of our cars to get ready. And so it just so happened that Harry was doing his pre-shoot for Gas Motor Show. And then he told me that he needs a car. Bring the RX-8. And I said, okay, no problem. But what we didn't expect was a response. Because from the day we drove this car into public, and public people actually got to see the car, it was like people were with the cameras out, traffic was like on a standstill on the freeway because guys were following to take videos of the car, and it was amazing. And then came social media. When I closed my eyes after the first day of Harry's shoot, and I opened them next morning, the car was shared worldwide. Shared on the Japan JDM groups, the American JDM groups, shared everywhere. And it was such a good feeling knowing, here's your car from South Africa, and the guys worldwide are actually looking at the car. And every single comment I had was positive. Okay, obviously you'll get a few negative here and there, but that's natural. But the reactions we got, was something I'll never forget. It was just amazing. Nice car, this car. Am I right to say it's got a nice drive? It's so amazing, and especially now, you got this whole new fancy modern looking color of interior. It's like you're driving something completely different. So excuse the excitement because I don't really spend much time juggling between cars. You don't get to appreciate what you got.
Cars.co.za. Not only is Cars.co.za the best place to find your dream car, but it's also the easiest place to sell your current car. Check out the sell car section on our main website. Simply list your car's details and all of our dealers will take bids on your car. You just choose the highest price. Boom, your car's gone. On to your next one. Right, thanks very much for watching the video. Okay, I think I'm done. Yeah, I'm finished now.
Keep your adventure alive, because when it comes to finding the right part at the right price, there's just no place like Midas. For the love of cars.